Hey everybody, welcome to episode 8, Influencing Others. Thank you for joining me on this 13-part leadership development series. Today in Influencing Others, we're going to talk about how you can help yourself identify and understand your own energy level, how you can help other people shift their energy level, and what that does is those people that you have working with you or that you're negotiating with, you're creating a buy-in with them so that it makes it easier for you to have communication, for you to influence the activity that's going on so everybody's moving in the same direction together. So I'm going to go through a brief summary of what we're going to cover. There's a lot going on, so again, get your notebooks ready. So in summary, we're going to talk about building a motivated and inspired team. We're going to talk about your estimated energy level and the estimation of your team's energy level. We're going to have you assess your ability to motivate and inspire using your energy level. We're going to talk about 6 energy level questions, and we're going to go through those questions specifically. So I'll read them to you so you'll know what's going on so that you can answer them for yourself and then have action and productivity where you're at. So after that, we're going to talk about skills and ability to inspire others. There's high skills, medium skills, and low skills. We'll go through those so you have an understanding what that is. Then we're going to talk about the energy action model. After that, we're going to be looking at helping others succeed. And then we're going to go into a really big topic, sales and negotiations. So what you're going to be able to do is engage or to gauge yourself and your client and your level of engagement so you can see where each other is at so that you can have influence, make things go smoother. You're going to look at engaging in the process of sales and negotiation. And with that process, I mean, what rapport are you creating? What inquiry are you probing to get more information about? Are you qualifying the opportunity of the sale so that they know that it's what they want and you know that they're the right person for it or not? So you're basically not wasting your time after that point. Then you're going to ask some key empowering questions, which again we'll go through. Then we're going to do what's called request and conditional commitment. After that, you would answer any questions that they have, and then you would close the sale or negotiation. Finally, in this section, and it's a really big section, like I said, we're going to talk about keys to effective sales and negotiations. After that, briefly, I can talk about how you can work with me if you want to take what you learn here and tailor it specifically for yourself so you get specific results as opposed to generic results. We'll have way different questions that go more into depth for you and what you specifically want out of your success. And then we'll introduce the next section, which it would be episode 9. So to go over the introduction to this section, so we just summarized the whole section. Introducing the section, we're going to talk about how successful leaders focus less on what to say and more on how they can be and just their general beingness. So they're not just focusing on one aspect of themselves. Be fully engaged and at your highest level to deliver inspiring messages. We're going to talk about staying anabolic, which means you're attracting and creating more opportunities for yourself. And one thing that you should know is that your energy is felt by everybody around you all the time. And you're either attracting other people or repelling other people. So in this case, like is going to attract like. So if you're a miserable, angry person, guess who you're going to attract? Miserable, angry people. And then if you're a person who's at peace and working in harmony with other people, you're going to attract those kinds of people. People enjoy following anabolic leaders, and that means that you'll be able to set yourself up to win even before you begin anything because you'll have people following you and you'll be influencing them on an agenda that makes it easy for you to get everything done that you're up to. You'll be ready to commit, stay on course, and create success. So for one example I can use for you is that I had a goal of running 8 minutes and 30 seconds in a mile when I go on my 2 mile or 4 mile, depending on what running I'm doing. And I finally was able to achieve that goal. So I was able to commit to the goal, to stay on course of the goal, and to create success by staying anabolic day after day. It took me a good month and a half to be able to do that. So it's not always something you're going to get results in immediately, but it's something that if you keep your energy consistently high, you can actually achieve things that are valuable to you and to the people around you. Being anabolic also keeps you conscious to know when catabolic energy creeps up. So that's important because then you'll get to say, all right, do I want to be an a-hole right now? and sink down into lower energy level, or do I want to just rise above that, not let things affect me, get things done anyway, and make things work? So conscious awareness lets you assess where others are as well with their energy, which lets you help them shift higher, and they may even be interested in working with you. So that way, like I keep saying, that when you're influencing others in this way, you're going to be able to have them work with you to make everything go more smoothly and go downhill. So in terms of building a motivated and inspired team, I'd like you to take out your notebook and draw 2 columns like we have right here on this page, and I'll tell you what goes on top of each column. On the left-hand column, you're going to have team member names. So let's say you're in charge of a team of people, or you run a business and the people who report to you or your employees are your team. You're going to write team member name on the left, and on the right, you'll write estimated energy level. So you're going to basically assess their energy, and you're going to say, of these team members, Francis is, energy level 4 or 2 or whatever. John is energy level whatever. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add all that up, and you're going to take an average of the overall estimated energy level. So basically, one of the things you can do with me is you can work with me to decide, who you want to keep on your team, who you want to let go of, or who you want to work with to change their energy level. And eventually, in doing so, you'll make them more valuable to the team. So you can do that yourself, because you can assess, hey, so-and-so's a 3, I'd really like them to be a 5. How can I be a 5 as a model for them, and then have them see where they are, and then own where they want to go in a commitment to help everybody go in the same direction. And then their energy level will rise as well, because you guys will be working synergistically. So in terms of assessing your current motivational and inspirational energy, think about how you interact with others when desiring a course of action. Now take a look at the list of descriptions of energy levels below, which I'm going to read to you so you don't have to look at it. And basically pick of these, which one I read. It's going to be A, B, C, D, E, or F. So write down your letter. So letter A would be, when in a situation where I'm influencing others to take a course of action, I usually A, give in to others in order to avoid confrontation, which is level 1. B, which is level 2, work to manipulate others to get my own way. C, which is level 3, listen to the other person or group, but I'm always not hearing what they're saying, as I'm focused upon how I can win and achieve my goal. So you're listening, but you're not necessarily all together there. Level 4 is D, put the others first, acknowledging them and letting them know you're hearing them, showing them that you care, and giving them yourself and your abilities so that they can have you to help them do what's going on. E is level 5. Carefully listen to their response to my questions in order to find an opportunity for common ground for us to move forward with the course of action or task. And that's a win-win, so everybody's moving forward. And then F is level 6. I'm in the moment, letting my intuition and my synergy work with others to guide us on what action to take, and knowing we'll always win. So that's a level 6. So what are the advantages or disadvantages of your usual course of action? So if you're level 3, what are the advantages? It could be that you're going to win and you don't really have to pay attention to everybody else. And conversely, write down what are the disadvantages of being at that level. It could be that you're not necessarily making sure that everybody else wins and having everything go smoother for everybody else, which overall increases success exponentially. So now, considering that same list, where and who would you like to be in that list? Like, what energy level would you like to be, and who on your team would you want to be that energy level? Another question for you is, what gets in your way of being who you want to be and influencing others? Could it be that you don't have enough time to talk to the people? Could it be, obstacles that are in your schedule? Could it be differences of opinion? Sorry, it's a little hard for me to pronounce. So from there, ask yourself the next question: what are you willing to change in order to get there? So if you said, okay, my schedule is this and their schedule is that, so we're not always there at the same time, maybe I'll come in a little bit earlier, or maybe I'll make some time in the day to make the effort so that we can create a win-win scenario and positively influence others, the others that are working with you. So this is another area where you can work with me to plan on how you can alter your style of influence and your motivation. So if you're stuck, you can hit me up in the comments, or you can DM me, or you can get on my calendar and we can have a complimentary consultation. We can talk about what areas do you want to work with influencing others. So let's look at your skills and your abilities to inspire others. And so here we're going to be looking at something that's very specific. And again, get out your notebook because there's going to be a lot of detail. And I'm going to go through this for you quickly so that we can get to the detail and we can get that in your notebook and get right to work on it. So throughout this program, you're learning many skills and abilities to become a more conscious leader. More specifically, certain skills and abilities to inspire and motivate others are listed below. So we're going to go through those and we're going to have you write the columns in your notebook and then fill in where you're at. These skills will certainly impact your effectiveness in influencing the actions of others. Also, the lack of certain skills can be energy blocks that hold you back from being the leader you desire to be. So we're going to get into that following list. It's a step-by-step process to achieve a desired goal with the most engagement. It's going to contain inspirational and motivational skills and abilities. And for this exercise, use the list we're going to create to assist you in identifying areas for development. For each skill, rate your current level of ability and how important you believe the skill is to your role as an energetic leader. So you're going to write 3 columns, and the farthest right column is going to be the widest column, and you'll see why. So in the first column, you're going to write current ability on the left. In the second, you're going to write level of importance, and then on the third, you're going to write skill. And I'm going to read you the skills, and as you write them down, when we get to the end, I'll tell you, and then we'll basically go back through and I'll tell you exactly how to fill it in. So the first skill is communicate. And you don't have to write this down, just listen, and you can write the word communicate. Communicate basically means create a compelling story or message about the process, project, goal, objective, or task. Second is create the vision. So that's going to be the skill, create the vision. And what that means is focus on the end result and be clear. So you're creating the vision of what it looks like in the end if it's already finished. Express the vision to whomever you'd like a buy-in from, like your team, so that they can say, okay, where I see our company going at the end of the year is making $1 million. And accept their input and feedback, create a what's in it for them vision, because you know what's in it for you. So also create in your creating the vision skill, what's in it for them. That's just the world of the skill. We're going to come back and we're going to rate that. So the 2 skills we have so far are communicate and create the vision. Third skill is establish the plan. And that means clearly outline the roadmap for the direction of your plan. And so we're not going to do the plan right now. We're just going to rate ourselves on our ability and how important it is. And so the next one is clarify roles, like who does what. After that, we have the skill called empower. So that means delegating to others. After that, we have promote clarity, creativity, and innovation. After that, we have nurture synergy. The next skill is called role modeling. After that, we have monitor progress. After that, we have open door policy, and that basically means continually updating the vision, plan, and roles of each team member. So basically having the open door policy of having people come in and talk about, hey, what's our vision again? What's our policy again? What's our plan again? So that you're always having that ready as an open dialogue if you need to. So we're going to rate that as a skill. Another skill is called resolve. So what's your sense of determination or your resolve, and how are you going to have that so that others can follow you? After that, the skill is called attainment, which means recognizing milestones. So when you hit certain levels, oh, we're going to make $2 million this year. Oh, we hit 200,000. We're well on our way. We're on track. We're off track. And so we're going to rate that as a skill. Then we have celebrate, which is when you reward contributions of individuals in the team. And then going forward, which means take all you can from the experience and use it for the next project. So when I say we're going to rate ourselves on the skill, you're going to basically say, what's your current ability? And so you can say low, medium, or high in that case. And from there, what you would do is you would say, what's the level of importance? So you would also have low, medium, or high as level of importance. So after that, when you do all the ratings of all those skills, take a moment to write below that all the skills where you have a level of importance of high, and you have rated your current ability as medium or low. So it's really important to do, but your ability is medium or low. And if you'd still like to, improve on it, even if it's high, you can write that down too. So it's whatever you're looking to improve your level of ability on. So add this to a list of any other skills, because I might not have named them all, that you feel are important to motivate and inspire others. Another question is, what actions can you take in order to improve your skill in each area? So I'm going to see you in the next part of this, part 2. See you then.